Hi everybody, Neon here of course. I am attempting a through hike of the Foothills Trail. I started about 2 hours ago at Oconee State Park, and according to this sign I've hiked about 4.6 miles, and my intended destination is Table Rock State Park, which is another 72 miles from here. I need to do this in 5 days because I need to get back to work, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. A couple of other hikers did the shuttle with me from Table Rock State Park, and one of them is planning on 6 days. Look at all this blowdown. Well, might as well see what Pigpen Falls looks like. The tree's 90 centimeters in diameter. One big tree. .6 so far today. I think another 2.8 will be my destination. Well, tonight's dinner is fish and grits. Well, it's 7:30 and I reckon I'm going to be going to bed soon. Tent over there belongs to a guy named Mike who's from Ohio. We shared the shuttle this morning and have crossed paths several times today. Nice guy. I think that's him. It's him right there enjoying the river. Good night. Good morning. It is 6:30 and I've had my first sip of coffee. Everything's wet down here next to the river. It's about 45 degrees right now. But, you know, it's a great place to be. It's about a 7-mile climb out of this river valley today, and then we'll be up at elevation for a little while. So good morning for hiking. Try to get some miles in, particularly on the steep part here before it gets hot this afternoon. Table Rock State Park, 59.8. Some of it's uphill. I made it to the Walhalla Fish Hatchery. Hiked a little over 20 miles and I have 55.9 to go. It's about 10:40 in the morning. I've hiked 7 miles. Got about 10 more to go. This is what you do at the Sloan Bridge parking lot. All right, back on the trail. 52.6 miles left. We're up. I believe I need to sit there and enjoy the view. I reckon that's Lake Jocassee. This is wild. Big rock slide and all this burned stuff. Well, I think this adds about a mile to my day to do that road walk and then up through this park to see the whitewater falls. We'll see if it's worth it. I hope so. People have died here. This is the upper section of the Whitewater Falls, which is the tallest waterfall east of the Mississippi, 400 something feet. .1. Duke Power sectional trail. Well, looks like Duke Power's got some nice flowers. .48. The next road crossing's in 30 miles. I reckon this is the Thompson River. 35-mile mark, thereabouts. Well, it's 6:15 and I think I made a mistake by not camping back there at Thompson River. Got at least another mile before I can get to the next campsite. If I make it, it'll be a 20-mile day. Oh, Coley Creek campsite. I'm glad to see you. Mashed potatoes with hamburger and mixed peppers and onions. Doesn't look very good, but it tastes pretty good, at least right now. Good morning. Woke up about 6 o'clock, but didn't crawl out of my sleeping bag till 6:30. Had my breakfast and morning constitutional, and now it's 7:30, and I'm hiking east. Plan today is to do about 16 miles, 15 and a half. We'll see what time it is when I get there and whether I feel like I got another 4 miles in me. Oh, Well, it's probably worth the 0.4 mile round trip. Well, this is what 8:30 looks like. Well, it says we're at the halfway point. 38.1. Woo, buddy. Now it's 9:30. Yep, more engineering. This is quite an impressive bridge going over the Horse Pasture River. Made it to the Horse Pasture River. I've hiked about 5 miles so far this morning. I can look back and show you the design of this bridge. It's a truss bridge with an arch to it. And there's some tie rods down at the bottom to keep it from buckling sideways, I reckon. Bolted joints. Nice little piece of engineering. And some more engineering there. Woo. Here's a suspension bridge. Don't step there. Well, at 10:30 I find myself climbing a hill. I don't know if you can see all the butterflies. Here's the trail at 11:30. Well, 33.8 miles to go. $12:30. Well, it's 1:30, and I guess I'm on the lake. Now that is a serious suspension bridge. I like how the cable that's suspending it makes that curve. I think that's called a catenary curve. It's the shape that a cable makes when it's supporting an equal weight along its length. Some kind of calculus involved, and I think hyperbolic cosines. It's a lot easier to look at than it is to calculate. Just to give you an idea about this thing, it's got some serious anchors over here. I think everybody with the YouTube channel that hikes this trail makes a film of this bridge. Kind of wobbly. Woo! Hiked 48.4, 27.8 left. Had to take a break next to Frozen Creek, filter some water. I might go wash my feet. Well, this is what 2:30 looks like. I'm laid around here for about 45 minutes. Got about 6 miles to go. The beginning of Heartbreak Ridge, hundreds of steps. "3:30 finds me climbing again. It's 4:30. Sign says you can pull your boat up at the end of that spur trail, and a sign that says I got 22.6 miles left. There's Laurel Falls. Still walking at 5:30. I found a place to camp. It's 5:45. So I hiked 20 miles today in a little over 10 hours. That is something. So this is what one day's worth of food looks like on this trip. I've got oatmeal with sunflower seeds and raisins, some snacks, bag of snacks, 2 peanut butter prune wraps, more snacks, and some kind of meat. This one's chicken with rutabaga, and some kind of pasta or grits or something. Tonight I have a very large pot of grits with chicken and green beans. And I add some olive oil to the dinner. Well, it is 8 o'clock now, and I am ready to climb into that little green tent and go to bed. Good morning. It's day 4, and today is the day that I go over Sassafras Mountain, the tallest mountain in South Carolina. It should be an interesting day. It's already about 70 degrees outside, and it's only 7 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see if I make the whole 21 miles to the car or poop out around 15 to 16. So I'm going to introduce you to the gentleman that I've been hiking more or less with this trip.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm from Ohio. Yeah, we started the same time, Sunday morning, and Judd stayed in front of me pretty much the whole time, but I always catch him at camp, and we both plan to finish Thursday morning. It's been a really good hike. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
I've enjoyed it. I think that's called the Laurel Fork. The trail has been following it, and I think will for a mile or 2 more. Winding our way back and forth across the Laurel Fork. Glad I shot a video of that. Here's a pile of wood. Looks like they're going to build a new bridge. Crossing a lot of little creeks flowing into the Laurel Fork. Reckon that's some kind of berry. I'm going to be back to eat you later. A bridge with a makeshift repair. Looks like they've got a new bridge sitting over there. Just need to put it in place. That's going to be hard. Laurel Valley. This bridge is still out. I am going down there. With those steps, I have left Laurel Valley. Now that is a weed whacker. "14.2 miles. It is 11:45. I wonder. I got 2 more big climbs today. This is the first one, Chimney Top Mountain. Still hiking. Well, this is the last little push before Sassafras Mountain. This side is North Carolina. You can see pretty good today. A little bit foggy, a little bit hazy. And this is the beautiful state of South Carolina. There's a little outcrop over here that I like to come and say a prayer at. Well, it's 9.7 miles 2:30 in the afternoon. Looking like I'm making it to the car today, God willing. I'm thinking a lot the past couple days about the effect of a strong start. You know, on this hike, the first day was going to be about 8 miles, and then I was going to have 16, 16, 17 or 18 on the last day, do 5 days. But we had a real strong start. We did about 16 miles on that first day, and that gave me confidence to do something I've never done before, which is 20 on the next, and that gave me confidence to do another 20. And now I'm looking at wrapping it up on day 4 instead of day 5 with 21 or 22 miles. I've got to get over these rocks here. Remember that when I get back in the real world. You know, I've got a project to work on or something, and need to go ahead and have a strong start on it. Go ahead and finish it. It's not gonna get done any quicker by putting it off. Might as well have a strong start. I was thinking about how important it is for people to have a strong start in life, and I'm not going to talk about that now. So that's the philosophy for today, is the importance of a strong start. Oh, I'm up to a campsite. It's right on the trail. I think it used to be a stealth spot, and they've gone ahead and designated it as the Lighthouse Campsite. Talk about Lighthouse Cave. One day I'm going to come back and explore and not be in such a rush to through hike this thing in 4 days. To come back with a different goal of doing some exploration rather than just covering miles. I wonder what my strong start for finding a cave will be looking like. Well, I made it to the state park, where the Foothills Trail and the Pinnacle Mountain Trail are coincident, and it looks like 4 miles downhill. Well, I guess that ends the adventure. Those last 4 miles were the slowest miles of my entire trip. Coming down off of Pinnacle Mountain is no joke. Really steep. Boulders, rocks, roots, wet boulders and rocks and roots. Plus I'm all tired and my brain is foggy, my legs hurt, my knees hurt, my feet hurt. Ugh. But I can now say that I have through hiked the entire 76.2 miles of the Foothills Trail. And I'm counting those .2. I suppose there'll be a next time, and I'll see you then.